The moment you qualify for your first major tournament ever. Scotland's women will be one of 16 teams in the European Championship, and it's about time. In recent years, there have been near misses, and women have played football here for hundreds of years.
Yeah, the original turnstiles.
Centuries of disapproval and prejudice mean artefacts at the National Football Museum have only recently emerged. Evidence of women on the ball in times of war and peace. Church records showing women playing as early as 1628.
In terms of the kind of history of women playing football in Scotland, it goes back, practically 400 years at least, and that's recorded evidence. It probably went on earlier than that as well.
But in the 21st century, there are still issues to face for the women's game. Glasgow City are champions of Scotland, 10 times in succession. But the players are still part-time, and most have to juggle football with their jobs. Globally, women's football is more popular than ever. The World Cup in Canada 2 years ago was a huge success. Record number of spectators and television viewers and social media engagement. But in Scotland, where there's a rich history of women's football, well, as you can see, the fans are not here yet. A lack of media coverage prompted Laura Montgomery and the volunteers who run the club into action. There's now a message on their shirts about the neglect of women's football. You can't be what you can't see.
The can't be what you can't see is really important, because if you look at the media coverage that women's sport in general gets, it's absolutely appalling. We have world champions across a variety of sports, seen as minority sports because it's not ultimately men's football.
Qualification for the Euros means attention, support and funding from the government and sponsors. That means the squad can be full-time footballers until after the Euros at least.
How do we capitalise on this? How do we get more girls involved in the game, both at the youth level and also women? Women that have played football in the past but want to pick it up again.
I know when I was growing up that there wasn't so many women to look up to in terms of role models, so if we can do that for the younger generation coming through just now, then that's great for us. We just want people to enjoy playing football and enjoy being the people that they are.
Jo is used to winning with Glasgow City, who beat Hamilton 3-1 in this game. But she's also played 175 times for Scotland whilst holding a day job as a scientist. Now there's an opportunity for her national team to make a mark in Europe and kick on towards a fully professional women's league.
And this is Leanne, our captain.
Future generations may have the fame and even fortune playing in and for Scotland, inspired by these players, finally in the light a major tournament will bring. Lee Wellings, Al Jazeera, Glasgow.